From the very beginning, you were taught, be convenient. Don't ask too many questions. Don't talk back. Don't show too many emotions. Do what's right. And so, you learn to live not as yourself, but as a version that would be accepted, approved, not rejected. You tried. You held yourself back. You said the right things. Laughed when nothing was funny. Adapted to others so you'd be liked. But the more you tried, the further you drifted from yourself. You became a shadow. A role. A mannequin with a smile, hiding exhaustion and emptiness. You got used to it. Because you thought it was normal. Because otherwise there would be pain, loneliness, rejection. And then one day you wake up. Not physically, internally. It's like something clicks inside. You start seeing the lies your life was built on. You realize how many of your choices came not from desire, but from fear. You admit you don't even know who you are. And that's terrifying. But it's also the beginning of freedom. Because the first step to yourself is admitting your lack of freedom. Think for a moment. What did you do in the past year just because it was expected? How many times did you stay silent when you wanted to speak? How often did you agree just to keep the peace? How many times did you betray yourself just to gain someone's approval? And more importantly, what has that made you become? You got used to anxiety. You got used to tension. You got used to the idea that the real you is too much. But you don't have to live in that constant compromise. There's this illusion. If you're truly yourself, people will reject you. If you say what you really think, you'll lose friends. If you're honest, you'll end up alone. But here's the truth. As long as you're not living your truth, you're already alone. As long as you keep betraying yourself, you're already lost. And yes, the path to yourself is lonely. At first. Because you're leaving the road everyone else walks. You're stepping out of the crowd. You're becoming inconvenient. You're no longer playing by their rules. And the world reacts. It tries to pull you back. With guilt, with judgment, with rejection. Because you've stopped performing for them. But hear this, it's okay. Fear is a sign you're on the right track. You don't need to be understood by everyone. You don't need to be liked by everyone. That's impossible. What's worse is losing yourself in trying. Because every time you betray your truth, you leave a piece of yourself behind. And one day you wake up and you don't even recognize who you are. Now imagine. You're no longer afraid. You speak your truth. You wear what you like. You choose your work, your relationships, your lifestyle. Not because it's right, but because it's real for you. That's what freedom is. Not external, internal. Freedom to be yourself, no matter what. People might not understand. They might judge you. They might reject you. But that's not the end. It's just the cost. And behind that cost, there's an immense reward. You reclaim yourself. You stop depending on someone else's gaze. You begin to feel a quiet strength inside. A calm. A certainty. You start living. Not surviving. You begin to make choices out of love, not fear. And most beautifully, you begin to attract others like you. People who don't need masks. People who don't pretend. People who see you and accept you. Life after awakening isn't easier. But it's cleaner. Realer. You'll still make mistakes. You'll still doubt. But now you'll know. These are your mistakes. Your path. Your life. And that is priceless. Remember. You are not a product. Not a function. Not a decoration in someone else's story. You are alive. Real. Unpredictable. With dreams, fears, feelings. And you have the right to be yourself. Without excuses. Without permission. Without fear. Want to be free. Be ready to be rejected. But know this, the courage to be yourself is the path to radical joy. Not the kind that depends on likes, compliments, or status. but a deep, quiet sense of being. I exist. I'm real. And that's enough. And one day, on an ordinary morning, you'll look at yourself and say, I'm no longer a prisoner.